Traders War Room proudly presents the daily video with the best trading and investing alerts anywhere on any platform. With up-to-date stock, chart, and market news, TWR is simply your one-stop shop. Wednesday SITREP. What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, and I'm back at you with another video, and this is your Wednesday SITREP, and I got a fantastic video for you. And man, what a fireworks day did we have. You know, the market was kind of choppy and kind of, slowly moving around after the initial drop, and then all of a sudden everyone's excited. NVDA and after hours, boom, exploding. And we're going to talk about that and a whole bunch of other things, but right now I need you to do three things. Give me a like, share this, and subscribe, guys. And as always, I want you to come along with us on the journey and check that description tab out, because I got all those links to TWR products and services and just a whole bunch of stuff to make you a better trader, guys. Now, without further ado, if you're ready, follow me and let's go to war together, team. Traders War Room, baby. Let's get it right now. Stay tuned at the end for TWR Hot Products and Services. Comments from the front line. Today, I want to shout out some of our TWR market warriors, okay? Two in particular, Bow and MXL. Bow is one of these guys, man, that he's been in some other programs and other discords, and he ended up, losing out on some money. But he's given us, some shout outs for the analysts that we have on our team, and basically said year to date, since he's joined our team, based off of some heavy losses he had previously, he is up in the green, and he is up over $1,000. And I want to say congratulations to him, and it's a true testament to his dedication to this trading journey that he's bringing TWR on for the ride. And I thank you for being a member, and I hope much more success in the future. And MXL gives us a big shout out saying this is a real dream team, and I appreciate that, man. I try hard to only get the best, and if they don't cut the mustard, I go ahead and cut them out of the server, because I only want the best on the server. So I appreciate you guys. Good luck out there, good fortune, and as always, let's go out there and attack the market together, and I'll see you when that market bell rings. Alert update. Got to show some love to my analysts on the team. We got MTA. He took SPY puts at 250, 0 DTE. Wrap those up in a nice package for $100 per con. TLM, he went ahead and took CRM. Alerted the exit, good for $91 per con. Diesel had an absolute monster of a play going off of the break trend to the upside. Took those SPX 4120 calls, 0 DTE. Rode them bad boys all the way for 755%. And that is some bank. Demon had a couple good plays. He went ahead and got long on pins and got long on Oxy, and ended up profiting on both. Oxy 14%, and he took pins all the way for 48%. Getting into the stocks, Mr. M, he had a great stock trade on ENVB. Took this from 451 all the way to 668, and that's good for more than $2 per share. Absolute beast of a penny stock trade. And your boy had some success. Swing trade on Tesla. We took this all the way from 70 to 214. We took a little bit of a loss on runners on MasterCard. We ended up trimming out 80% position yesterday, 72 to 1, but the runners fell short today, so we went ahead and cut the tie at 32. SPY put swings, man, we rode this beast hard. 48 all the way to 610. That is what I call monster money right there. Microsoft, we took this trade 83 all the way to 120. Absolute nice riding off from momentum, and had a nice $20 day trade right here on Tesla, riding off of some momentum. We still got some 190 calls swinging to the next day, but went ahead and took this from 60.80 and squared away some profits. Now, as you know, NVDA just absolutely destroyed it after hours on the earnings call. But I gotta highlight our algorithm, okay? Proprietary parameters set by yours truly, and these things are absolutely killing it. Look at this alert that our Algo gave, okay? Listen, It alerted NVDA at 12.50 today when NVDA was $299. Told you to go long, okay? Those that took the trade, you guys already know the deal because here's NVDA now. The orange line is where the bot alerted entry. And of course, this is Eastern Standard Time on Webull, but the alert came through Central Standard Time. And obviously, you can see where NVDA is up at now. Guys, I'm talking about that is a killer trade. And even if you took the trade at the time of alert and rode this into the end of the market day, you were still up significantly, okay? So these are going to absolutely pay the bills, whether you're in derivatives or you're in equities. It doesn't matter. Options and stock are going to pay the bills tomorrow because that was a monster move. $100 to $1,000 per day is possible as a trader's war room market warrior. So quit wasting that money that's not making money and join TWR today. All links are in the description. Hot off the press. All right, so the biggest story, of course, again, is the debt ceiling, but another warning of AAA status that the United States has that deals with financial markets is coming from Fitch. And so they put the U.S. AAA rating on negative watch, citing the debt ceiling fight. Now, the last time we got downgraded, of course, was during the Obama administration, where the Standard & Poor's AAA rating, we got lowered to a AA plus rating, which was the first time we've ever been lowered within 70 years. This would be another bombshell if we got lower rating from Fitch, because that would be 2 consecutive Democratic presidentials that we lowered down in our rating scheme as far as a nation of ability to pay its debts. That doesn't look good, guys. And because of this, the futures linked to the Dow Jones industry slipped, and we'll probably be looking for some negative pressure coming into the market, specifically if we don't get any type of bullish news on the debt ceiling of successful progress being made. All right, next news. Microsoft warns that China hackers attacked U.S. infrastructure. So Chinese state-sponsored hackers have compromised critical cyber infrastructure in a variety of industries, including the government and communication organizations. That's what Microsoft said, and the group is codenamed Volt Typhoon. Now, do we have anything that can counter this and that's powerful enough? Yes, and I want you guys to keep one name in particular on board, because there's many, but one name that's on board with this one, and that's PLTR. Keep a watch on that one. And 2 huge after-hour movers, guys. NVDA, these shares spiked, and I just showed you the chart on NVDA, but they had great earnings, number one. Number two, great huge forecast, specifically with their super chip that deals with artificial intelligence. And Snowflake, their shares plunged. And I'm not too surprised on the Snowflake one. I'm a little surprised because we saw Palo Alto do so well, and we've seen some of the other cyber kind of stocks that deal with artificial intelligence do well, but Snowflake has been on an absolute tear here recently. So I'm not surprised that it gave back. I'm a little surprised it gave back 12%, but I'm not surprised that it gave back some of its gains just because it's been moving and shaking. But their guidance wasn't that great, and the CEO was talking about guidance, and he said, look, we tell it how it is, okay? We're not going to sugarcoat things. We're not going to fluff things up. You're going to get the straight 100% from us, because that's how we operate, and you got to appreciate that. So I don't think Snowflake is down and out. I think they're just down. People are taking a little bit of profit off the table. It'll drop a little bit, kind of consolidate down here, and then you'll see it bump back up. But NVDA was an absolute beast. There's nothing like it. It is the number one hottest stock to own right now. Hot trends. All right, so the overall market is bearish. The leader is QQQ, and even though it's down, it's the leader of the industry. And the hottest sector is energy. Worst sector is real estate. The top stock pick is Panwa, and the worst stock is ADI. Here's how the SPY kind of moved around today. You can kind of see the sideways motion and the chop. This, when you see stuff like this, especially trading derivatives, these absolutely kill premium because you make good moves off of moves like this, right? You catch it at the top, you ride it down for some puts, and you make some pretty good move. But then you want to play the reversal. And so you play the reversal and you ride it up a little bit, but very quick 180 moves absolutely destroy premium because it slides down very quickly. And then what ends up happening is time decay kicks in and you almost need your stock to actually hit higher than the previous high because you have to make back from that time decay and the premium crush. And then you get the sideways motion, which doesn't help anything until you finally get your push to the upside. And that, again, would be another trade you catch from the double bottom and you're able to make some decent money. So definitely tricky market to play, especially if you're trying to play the market sentiment as a whole, which was bearish, because the 180 reversals absolutely destroy premium and they make it very frustrating to catch a huge break. Here's your market overview, and I want you just to kind of look at some of these leaders. Look at Apple's overall, market space, right? It used to be way bigger than Microsoft. Microsoft has jumped up and is catching up on them as well. Apple and Microsoft are two of the biggest and richest companies out there, and I got a feeling we're going to start seeing NVDA coming up and looking like a rectangle on the same par with both of those two industries. Biggest gainers, Panwa is one that you definitely need to pay attention to. CrowdStrike is another one. I like that one. Netflix has been killing it. Roblox has been killing it. VLO is good. Abiv is good. And there's a few other ones. I also like Amazon. And Workday is interesting. I like Workday as well. This one is not a high flyer, but it's a consistent one that likes to, move consistently. And it's a good swing trading type of stock. Biggest losers, ADI got hammered today. INTU got hammered today. NXPI got hammered today. There's a lot of stocks that got hammered today, and definitely we're paying attention to these because some of these might have a little bit more to go, but support, if we get the debt ceiling, will be right around the corner, and we can definitely play the reversal. Here's your sector rotation. I want you to notice that financials is starting to kind of creep back up into the mix, and energy is starting to creep back up into the mix. So paying attention to those, okay? Financial is still not out of the woodwork, but we're starting to see it creep up and get to a top level of sector rotation. And energy. Look at energy was lagging for so much. I mean, it was completely different. And then all of a sudden, energy is starting to come back up and meet with them. So pay attention to energy, especially with what the Middle East told us about the release and the supply and demand type stuff with the OPEC. Paying attention to that, bound to make the gas price go up for these stocks. Sector performance, everything was red. Energy was the highest of all the red ones, and real estate absolutely got smashed. These are interesting because I like to look at these and then look at the charts and look at the stocks and see what made these people buy these. A lot of times this might just be buying into your company or something like that, but large inside transactions are definitely noteworthy, and it could be impending on a potential move sooner than later. So we pay attention to them and we follow the charts and see if we can make sense of it. I like GSAT out of all these. That's one I really like. And AMC was kind of interesting. They got a big order buy in AMC as well. So maybe something's popping. And if you got a bunch of buys, you got a bunch of sells too. And look at the large insider sells. PTC is one that you see consistently. People are selling that stock for some reason. So we got to pay attention to that, see how PTC looks. And then LLY has been popping up as well. And then we got some trades by some Congress. So we pay attention to these because these, not necessarily they got some insider information, but they might be getting some sentiment on the overall global sector, and so we pay attention to these and see what they can lead us as far as making some money off of some of these trades. Here's your flow, and as you can see by all the green compared to the red, we are bullish as heck. Dark pool, obviously SPY, the big boy. QQQ gaining some ground on it. Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, and Panwall, Amazon, NVDA, Intuit, and DHR. So a lot of the big boys are showing up in the dark pool sector. Most active stocks, no surprise, Tesla at the top of the list. PLTR, now we talked about that one earlier, okay? Anytime you start to get a world power that's starting to hack and do things like this, PLTR is a name that pops up, okay? Because they got the power, they got the gear, and all we need is just something crazy to happen where we get national security from, some data breach, and PLTR is one of those government people that they're going to call, put them on warning, and PLTR is going to come in here and use the eagle eye system and figure out what's going on. Here's your most volatile stocks, and I like a few that are on this list. mRNA is interesting. INTU, that's an interesting one to be on here for volatility is concerned. Lulu's on here, and MNDY, so we're paying attention to a lot of these on the list. Unusual volume for stocks, and what I like to do with this list is I like to look at the ones that are under $5, and I like to look at those for potential plays and continuation the next day. So definitely we're starting to see the penny stock market heat up. It's time to get in on these penny stocks and start making some money. Highest implied volatility, and what we like about volatility is this gives us the idea, the 30-day and the 60-day historical of things that are bound to move one way or the other, and that's what we like when we're trading, is things that are moving and shaking. And finally, some unusual option activity, and I do want to highlight one of these, okay? Definitely this one right here, this 225 put for NVDA, that one is going to be down significantly tomorrow. You know what I mean? But it's definitely unusual, and you're seeing a lot of these tickers with some unusual option activity, which gives you insight into, what's going on with this Nike, looking like someone's trying to go, put on Nike, BBY, Target, Disney. There's a whole bunch of these that are showing up on the unusual option activity, which people are starting to see a rotation in money where they're starting to get even more bearish, even though we've had an explosion. And what usually happens with the explosion is that you get saturated at the top in 10 stocks, right, that are carrying the weight of everything. And those 10 stocks, eventually people profit take, and then it starts to push down because the market is only up because of 10, really 7 stocks that are moving on only artificial intelligence news, okay? And so once people start profit taking with that and some sort of negative catalyst like this debt ceiling woes and stuff, it's going to only take a little bit, and people are going to start taking their money out, going into dry powder, and you're going to start to see the market take a tumble, in my opinion, and that's typically what happens with bubbles when they pop. Stocks I like. Trying a different way tonight to do the charts. I'm going to go ahead and use this new tool that I have. It's the quick charts, and it's basically giving a bird's eye view approach. And the reason why I want you guys to have a bird's eye view approach is we can always do the battle zones, but you guys got to be able to see the thing further out than just right meow. All right, so I want you guys to get used to kind of checking out the trends and seeing things from a bird's eye view approach. And then in the pre-market video tomorrow, we'll go ahead and put the battle zones, because as things are moving and shaking, we want to make sure we get the most consistent stuff. So here's a quick chart on SPY. We're looking at SPY. Obviously it moved a little bit, but you're noticing that we're unable to breach that 420 level, man. We keep hitting that level. That's hard resistance, okay? And we keep breaching back down. Now we are in an uptrend here currently, but overall we're still in a downtrend until we can breach that about 435 area. And until we can actually go up to that level, hold that and break through, we gotta still face the facts that we are technically still in a downtrending market right now. Q, similar results, right? Q comes up to these points. Now we actually broke up above it, but then came back down. Okay, we got to hold above that line in order to start looking at it like, all right, we are in an uptrend now. Still currently, we're pretty much flat. We're breaching, we're peaking, knocking on the door of the uptrend, but we are not quite there yet. Okay, we went up there, we hit it, we came back down, and we'll see how we hold. If the tech stuff holds, then we'll be good to go in the queue. If the tech hold falls because people start profit taking, then this chart, we're going to start heading back down. Tesla still downtrending, and it looks as though we're looking like kind of like a bear flag here. Okay, now Tesla's exciting, so we could definitely pop out of this bear flag, but I think that we'll probably peak and go retest a recent high, and then we'll probably hit that resistance and probably come back down. So I do think that we're in a bear flag right here. We're probably looking like we might breach to the upside, temporary. We'll hit that resistance and come back down. NVDA, you see charts like this, and immediately I just have to go with too much too soon. Okay, so NVDA has been on a tear. You can see it. People are going to want to take profits. Okay, specifically after the news came out and stuff like that. I still think this is the number one go-to stock because of their power and the AI stuff, but it's also one of the stock that people been in this since the 120s, and they're going to take money off the table because of the uncertainty of the market. Snow, we're creeping up, looking for the break to the upside. I like Snow. Snow pulled back a little bit on earnings. We probably got a little bit more of a slide. People are going to profit take, and that's fine. But I do like Snow to, cool down, find support, and then come back up, retest those highs, and eventually break out. Microsoft, another one. Look at the chart, okay? Too much, too quick. Microsoft is due for a pullback. We got a little bit of red today. I think we got a little bit more slide, and we'll probably pull back, especially while we got the woes with the AI revolution. There's a lot of people, a lot of pressure against it as well. We got that. We got the debt ceiling. I think people are going to profit take on Microsoft, and we come back a little bit. Apple, again, a straight up type of chart. I think we pull back, we cool down, and a lot of people have Apple as potentially missing this upcoming quarter on earnings. And with this new headset that they have that's $3,000, this thing better be spectacular, because if it's not, they're going to spend a lot of money on something that's a lot of people are just going to use once, complain about it, and never use again. Google. Now, I actually like Google. I think Google probably will cool down with the rest of them, just like everything else is. But I do like Google. I think they have the right model moving forward with this artificial intelligence. They are, one of the leaders in the industry, but they're trying to be kind of one of the responsible ones. And a lot of times the good guy finishes last. Well, Google has enough money to not necessarily finish last, but they may not be as robust as some of the other people. But I think the product that they will come out and roll out will be a lot better, with better safeguards and better measures for overall, usability. And Amazon. Now, out of all the charts, Amazon, I think, has the best potential for the break to the upside. I think the AWS is coming back. Looking at the chart, looks like we're holding the breakout level, and I do think that we got some opportunity for continuation to the upside. So I do like Amazon here, and I think that we can hold this level and break to the upside. Upcoming events. We got our upcoming TWR Town Hall. This is going to be held on May 31st at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is a great opportunity where we're allowing anyone and everyone to come into the town hall. You listen for what the new things that we have planned going into the summer, and we take feedback from you, the consumer, so that we can make better things for you guys. We want your comments, we want your feedback, because we truly want to make our service and our platforms the best in the business. And we do that by listening to what you guys want, what you guys like, don't like, and all that stuff. And we do listen to everything, and we make changes. Anyone that's been to these town halls, I listen, I take everything down, and we do make constructive changes for the betterment of everybody in our particular service, because we want to be a community for all like-minded investors and traders that go attack the market together. So hopefully I see you guys there. Traders War Room is your one-stop shop. Try our TWR one-to-one mentoring. Does the market have you feeling like this? Or wanting to rip your hair out while you watch your account dwindle? If that's you, then Traders War Room has you covered. Our one-to-ones focus on you as a trader or investor. The Zoom session connects you with a TWR professional. Whether we're covering charts, developing a plan of attack, or being strategic and deep diving on the how, why, and execution of trade plans. TWR one-to-ones will give you the confidence to attack, conquer, destroy, and make the market bend the knee in 2023. Join TWR and bow to no one. Book your session today. The link is in the description or on the website at traderswarroom.com. Let's go to war. Don't forget to get all your TWR swag at our TWR Outpost. We got hats, shirts, hoodies, and we just added mouse pads, koozies, and tumblers. The link is in the description, and I hope to see a whole bunch of people with their TWR swag on. And when you buy something, make sure you send me a picture so I can post that. Join the TWR Investment Club. Are you tired of trading alone? Losing more than you're winning? Or are you just too busy with work, family, and life to focus and hit the market bullseye? If that's you, then join the TWR Investment Club. We trade the account for you and then pay you profit and loss distro. We run both a 30-day and a 6-month club. The next club round starts 1 June, and the link to join the free chat where you get all the information is in the description. Our next class is set, guys, on 11 June at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. TWR is going to teach you Sports Betting 101, how to pick and bet the winners from the losers. Our instructor, Tech Bets, is the best analyst you've never heard of. He's the total package, guys. He has a great win percentage, great picks, and great knowledge. And he's only on TWR. He's going to teach you the basics and the strategy that makes bank betting on live sports. So, sign up today right there at traderswarroom.com/upcoming classes. And as always, the link is in the description. I will see you there. Activate your 2-day trial of TWR All Access on the Discord platform. We cover it all at Traders War Room, whether you're looking for stocks, options, futures, Forex, crypto, or even sports betting, or you want real-time alerts, live trading, algo signals, or even if you just want to be part of a community of like-minded investors to grow, learn, and share together as a team. Something for everyone, every budget, and every style. Join TWR today and trade with the bulls. The market is our war zone and stocks are the battle. Join TWR and let's go to war.